So today, this is a follow-up to the other video. Link is in the description of the step-by-step of the logo redesign that we did. This is the logo that we redesigned, and today I wanted to upload that video over into WordPress. This website we built into WordPress, and there are two places that we're going to replace this logo here. We're going to replace it here, and we're going to replace it here. If you're not familiar, I am using WordPress, and I'm also using OxygenBuilder. It's a plugin that I have right here. And if you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend it. It is a very good plugin. Okay, so I created a primary template, and I'm editing it with Oxygen. Okay, we're going to be changing out this logo here. And if you click Browse, it gets to your media library, okay? Now, I don't have the logo prepared, so I wanted to do that as well. So we'll go ahead and minimize this, and we'll minimize that, the public view, and we'll open up Affinity Designer. If you're new to the channel, I use Affinity Designer. I really like it. Okay, so here's the logo that we redesigned, and we will go ahead and I need to create a reversed version of this. So what I will do is I will create a square, and we already have our gray for that. Okay, that's the blue-gray for, I believe, this type here. We'll just make sure. Yep, it looks like it's the same. Okay, and we will, let's go ahead and group that, and we will do a Command J, and we will call this one reversed. And we will drag that down, and we will put our gray block underneath, and we will get to work reversing this out. So let's open up our reversed, and let's just switch that to, I want to do the light gray. So let me go to the website, and I need to grab this one. So let's close this down, and we'll go down here to the bottom. I'm using ColorZilla. It's an extension for both Chrome and for Firefox. And as you can see, it drops down a menu up there, and you can go over any color in your web page, and it gives you a representation of that color and the hexadecimal code right there. And if you click on it, it gets copied to the clipboard, which allows me to come over here, and I can double click on this, and I can paste it here. And now my Simply Web is that color. And here we do the same thing. We can close this down. And we can open up the icon group, go into our hex, and we can wrap it with a stroke. And we can get rid of the fill color on the outside. Let's make this stroke, I think, 2 point. That's a little heavy. So let's try 0.75. That's a little light. Okay, let's take a look at this one. That's 1.4, so let's match that. 1.4. Okay, we'll just do that. And then the polygon, the interior hex, we will go ahead and switch back to our swatches, and we will give that the light gray. Okay, so I think we're done with that. And the web lines, we will give light gray. Okay, and the nodes, we will fill those light gray. Okay, so we can collapse that down, and we can go to our blades here, and we can fill that with light gray. And we can fill this one with light gray, and this one we're going to have to fill with this color. Because if we make it transparent, it's not going to give us what we need. We actually have to fill it with the background, so we maintain that gap here. Okay, so whatever background we would put this on, we would have to fill it that background color. I'm going to change this outside hex line back down to a 1.2. I thought it looked a little better, just a little bit lighter. It draws the eye. Okay, so now we need to export this so we can drop it into our web page. We need to export each one. So let's open this group up, grab this, and let's go to our export and whole document, preview. Actually, we don't want to do this because that is way too big. So what we want to do is we want to go back to our web page, and let's go here and let's right mouse click on this and do save image as, and we can save it as, let's see, go to downloads, and we will save it as simply web icon. Okay, completed. And then let's go down here and we will right mouse click on this one and do save image as, and we will save that one as well. And that should be in our downloads folder. So if we go to downloads, yes, there they both are. Okay, we'll just snap that over there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to grab just one and we'll bring this into Affinity Designer. Okay, and that's our icon right there. And what we will do is, we don't want that. We want this, and we'll do Control C, and we'll go to the icon page, and we will bring this up, bring that up, and we will turn this one off, and now we can export that. We can do export, and now do whole document, do a preview. That looks good, and it's 300 pics by 300 pixels. And we go export, and we go down to our downloads page, and we want to call it this, but I want to change the name a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to call this one GRN for green, simply web icon. Okay, and it's a WordPress thing. If I leave it exactly the same name as this, WordPress stores these in the person's browser. It stores it in their cache, so the next time they load up that web page, it loads quicker. So if I don't change the name, the old logo may be loaded up. So this will make sure that the new logo gets loaded up in someone's cache every time they come to the website. So little pro tip there, this is a WordPress thing. That's why I'm changing the name away from this. So we will go ahead and save that. All right, we'll go back to our logo. We'll scroll down to this one. And that is the reversed. So we go down here and we'll grab that. We do a Control C, and we don't need that. We'll turn this off. We'll do a Control V, and we'll size it up. Take a look at that. All right, and then we will do an export, and we'll preview it, make sure it's transparent all around, and we will export it. And again, this one is reversed. So we will put the reverse in front, and we will match the separating here, simply web, and we will do rev for reversed, and we will save that. Okay. And we'll minimize that. We will come over here to our web builder. We will go browse, and we will upload, select files, and we want the green. We'll click that, open. Take a look at that, and we will select that image, and it dropped it in nicely. That's a little small, so I'm gonna go 72, I think. That's a little big. I think 70 works. And I will go ahead and save that, and I will scroll down to the bottom. And this one, okay, so I custom coded this, and you can do that with OxygenBuilder. This is custom code that I added in, and to see the custom code. So here's the custom code. Here's the actual logo. It's 45 pixels, and here is its source. So what we need to do is we need to collapse this, and we need to go back to our front end, and we need to go to Simply Web, and we need to go to Media Library, and I should have uploaded both of them at the same time. So that's all. I just missed a step here, so I'm fixing it. So I'm going to bring up the reversed here because we need this name. Okay, actually I'm going to do a Control A and a Control C, and then I'm going to click off of it, and I'm going to click on it again, and I'm going to click open, and it uploaded it right here. Okay, so there is the reverse logo. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my templates, my OxygenBuilder templates. I'm going to go to my primary template. I'm going to click edit again, edit with Oxygen. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom again, click on this, go back to my code. Here's my code. This is where we were before I missed that step. And again, it's 45 pixels. And here is where we want to paste the name of the new file. Okay, so that should be the name of the new file right there. And I think, like the other one, I think I want to bring this one up a little bit bigger. So look over here now. I'm going to click Apply Code, and our logo got bigger. And it got switched. And I'm going to click Save. Okay, and I'm going to collapse this editor, and I'm going to go back to the front end, and I'm going to look at it, check them both. Okay, that's a little big. I might drop it down to a 55, but I'll leave it for now. And I'm going to switch to the private browser. Remember, this is what the public sees. Okay, and if I do a refresh, boom, and boom. Okay, but we're also going to do other stuff, maybe a poster, some hats, some t-shirts, you know, things of that nature. And we're going to walk through all of that as well. I'll make some videos on that. Hope you liked the video. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a comment. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and you take care. Okay, thanks a lot. All right, bye-bye.